Bung bung. Feeling tired? That. Perk up and level up with Bung Bung Coffee's delicious modern dark roast. Your favourite brewer's favourite brew. bungbungcoffee.com. ClayMcMathComedy.com. That's ClayMcMathComedy.com. ClayMcMath Comedy.com to get all of my dates. Look, we have got the monthly show happening at Millage's Distillation in Port Adelaide. That that was awesome. Opening night. That will be happening again next week for the month of May. And in July, Cold Blooded Comedy is launching another comedy room. Yes. In the Adelaide CBD at a bar called Nevermind, we are going to be launching Nevermind Comedy Club. That's Nevermind Comedy Club right behind Lee Street Luggage on Lee Street. And it's just gonna be good comedy in the city, and monthly there's gonna be a challenge night with some cash up for grabs. So ClayMcMathComedy.com to find all the details for those shows. It's going to be an absolute riot. ClayMcMathComedy.com for all my dates. And also, go buy yourself some merch to support me and support the show.
Welcome to the party. Best show on the internet. Ask anybody. You know it's easy money. Sit back, relax, get your headphones, everybody. Welcome to the party. Blackout in the booth. Every episode's a party. We go hard like Ricky Bobby. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, bung bung. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman, because I always deliver, aka the PhD of podcasting, the Magnum PI of podcasting, the Captain, the Jalen Brunson of podcasting, because I'm the clutch player of the year and I'm showing it at the right time of year. The New York Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since the year 2000, when you thought the world was going to end because of the date change. All the computers are going to break down, the nukes are going to go off. If a nuke goes off because of a due date, we got to get new nuke programmers, dude. You got to get Mark Zuckerberg in there programming the nukes, bro. Bring back, what's his face? Bring back Steve Jobs, baby. Get Steve Jobs to program the nukes if you think they're going to explode based on what day it is and what year it is. Now, that's a problem. The nukes shouldn't be counting down, by the way. Okay? That's wild. Wild for the night. Anyway. Yeah, man. The Knicks are through the Eastern Conference Finals. It'll be the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. And then we're going to have in the East, OKC versus Minnesota. And I can't, at this point, I can't remember what my predictions were. But I definitely had Boston or Cleveland. I think I had Boston versus Cleveland even in the Eastern Conference Finals. That didn't happen. And in the West, I probably had OKC. And I might have had Minnesota. But we'd have to go back to a few episodes to really confirm that. But I think OKC is going to win it all at this point. I think New York fans are going to get a little bit of ahead of themselves now. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now they think they're rolling. They think that Indiana just bodied the number 1 seed. Indiana was a 5 seed. So let's just hold the fuck on. Those boys are not fucking around. I think Indiana's going to have to take out the East and end up playing Oklahoma City in the finals. OKC Indiana finals is going to be lit. We want to see Rick Carlisle get another come up. He goes and wins one at Dallas. Luka kicks his ass out. Now Luka got kicked out. And Carlisle's like, look at you. Now look at you motherfuckers. I'm over here. I'm about to win a chip. I'd like to see that for Rick Carlisle. I also think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is a cornball. So I don't really want to see what sort of his ego, what level his ego and his corniness gets to if he gets a ring. So I would like to see Indiana win it, but realistically, I think OKC do take it out. They're so strong, they're so deep. It's all no home loans, and we'll see what happens there, man. But yeah, man, it was my son's birthday last week, so that's why I missed a week with the episode. His birthday did drop on the same day that the Welcome to the Poddy podcast usually drops, and I didn't prepare earlier. So on the Wednesday night, I put together his trampoline, which was his gift. It took ages. I think I started about 8:30 and finished about 11:30. So that took 3 hours. I did it solo. Rachel said that she helped, but she didn't help, bro. But that's not a bad thing. Like, Kenny's been sleeping in our bed lately, so he fell asleep in our bed. We got up, and she sort of came and she watched me. Even when she was there, she wasn't really helping, but that's fine. But then she was like, I should go inside just in case he wakes up and we're not there. So I was like, yeah, you go inside, take care of the boy. I'll put this together. And I also got him some train sets, like just the old school wooden joints that you used to always see him. If you did like preschool, kindy, all that shit, you know the ones I'm talking about. And they got magnets on them and all that. So I bought that. You can't find them anywhere, so I had to get them off Marketplace. And I went to 2 different people. I wanted to get heaps, so I could do like a huge train set for him. And I've got to pick him up today from childcare. And I think when I get off of here, before I edit the show, I'm gonna jump out of here and just set up his train set, do a massive one, and he's gonna walk and be like, wow. But dude, he wakes up in the morning, goes to the train set, 3 hours. He played with the train set for 3 hours, bro. He didn't even know he had a trampoline. He thought it was just amazing, you know, and this is the shit, not shit, but like this is the entry level gift, you know. So he's playing with that for 3 hours. Then he's like, I want to go outside. Yeah, all right, bet. Let's get dressed. Go out. He sees it and he just starts laughing. He just started laughing, bro. Saw the trampoline and he's just like, oh, a trampoline. It was the best, man. It was the best. So we got on there and dude, you know I had to test it, right? At night, I was on the trampoline at midnight, bro, the night before, because you got to test it before your kid gets on it. You got to make sure it can hold your weight. So I'm out on the trampoline testing that bitch out. And that was lit, dude. I haven't been on a trampoline in a group. You know, I went to bounce every now and then. And that's fine. I've been there with Kenny and he loves it. And I was thinking like, oh, for his birthday, we'll take him to bounce. And I didn't even think like, look, I just bought him a trampoline. And I'm still thinking like, yeah, we're going to go to bounce. He's going to think it's the best. I'm like, oh shit, we're at bounce. We're at bounce in my backyard, dude. So we were on there. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but if you're bouncing on the trampoline with your kid and then you have like a moment where you lie down and you're like frolicking on the trampoline, it'll make you sad, bro. And you're like, what? Clay, what are you talking about? That sounds like one of the happiest things that could maybe ever happen to a man is frolicking romantically on the trampoline with his son. It's like, yeah, that sounds all dope. But if you've seen as many movies as I've seen, and this is the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, this is about movies, bro. If you've seen as many movies as I've seen, you start to feel like you're underneath the sheets at the beginning of the movie, you know? You know what I'm talking about? And the wife dies of cancer or something. You know, that's what it felt like. So I'm rolling around on the trampoline with Kenny and shit's sweet. And I started to get a little bit sad. I was like, oh shit, one of us is about to die. And she got real dark. So we had to go out for lunch. So we went and got sushi for lunch, went to a sushi train. He loves sushi and he loves the train. He loves the sushi going round and round. But then this one is like, if you make an order, they shoot a bullet train down to you carrying your order. So we made a couple orders so you could see the train. He's loving it. Loving it. Get that fresh, like, you know, you get the pork gyoza and that's fresh and it's hot. Or you can, or what else can you get? Oh yeah, we got him his little tuna sushi, and he's just gobbling it, bro. No home loans. And then the hostess sucked, bro. Didn't want to be there. And I mean, I've not wanted to be at work before, but this is a customer-facing situation. We get in there, table for 3. Like, yeah, table for 3. Thank you so much. She takes us there. She's like, what you want, drink? Like, shit. I'm going to get an Asahi. Get me 2 Asahis, one for me, one for this lady. And let's get an apple juice. You want apple juice in glass or you want pop top? I was like, shit, get that pop top. He loves a pop top. It's his birthday. She's like, okay. She goes, brings back the drinks, gives me the wrong flavor pop top, and she's so mad at her. So she's like, oh, goodness me. I get you the apple juice pop top. I must commit seppuku at once. I was like, shit, don't commit seppuku. Just get the fucking drink and bring it back to the table and lift your energy a bit. We want some gusto. It's my kid's birthday. Comes back. I'm like, oh, do you guys do like the mini tuna sushi? She's like, yes, you have to order it. Click on the rose. Scroll down. I was like, oh shit. All right, you're having one of those days. I was like, all right, kindly fuck off and I'll deal with this. Order the shit. They shoot it down. Kenny's losing his fucking mind. He's off his tits, bro. Seeing the bullet train come down. He's loving it. And then he sees like this gumball machine, but you don't put money in it. It's just for kids. Like if you spend over $60, you get a free like toy. If you spend over $100, you get 2 free toys. We spent $96. They don't round up. You still only get 1 free toy. Whatever. Fuck them. But during the meal, I'm like, oh, so we get one of those if we spend over $60? She's like, yes, sir. I was like, fucking hell, is that hard? Anyway, can we get the bill? Yes, I get the bill. She doesn't bring me the bill. She brings over the plate tally. Yeah, 1 purple, 4 orange, 2 black, 1 green. I'm like, all right, cool. How much is this? She's like, I have to go and calculate it. I'm like, maybe do that before you bring me just the I know what I ate. I know what I can see them. They're still on the table. You didn't clean the fucking table up. I can see the number of plates. Tally the shit up. Don't give me the tally of the fucking plates. Go give me a number. What am I going to pay? She walks away without the fucking piece of paper and she comes back and she's like, I need this. I was like, all right. We're getting impatient now. I'm like, all right, go, fuck, go. She goes and she's like, that's a $96. I'm like, all right, can he get the toy? She's like, I'm like, just get the toy. Like, I'm starting to freak out a bit here. The biggest car, but once I got outside, I was so mad at her in the moment, and then we left the building, walked out, didn't say thank you, fuck her, walked out, and I just started cackling, bro, laughing so hard. I was like, I can't tell if that bitch was the worst bitch in the world or the best, because how lit is it to just fucking be like, I'm having a fucking shit day. Fuck everybody. Fuck you to everyone's face. Fuck you, little kid. I don't give a fuck about your stupid fucking birthday, little bitch, little blonde-haired bitch. Like, whoa, what the fuck? I thought that was kind of dope of her, honestly. I was so mad at her when it happened, though, but she gave me a huge laugh. So that was pretty fun, man. That was pretty fun. But then we had the birthday party. We had the birthday party on Saturday, and that was sick. That was sick, man. Though it was so good how it was the worst weather we've had all year. Literally all year. It was the worst weather we've had all year, bro. On Kenny's birthday. It was Saturday morning from 10 to 12 at a park. I go there at 8:30 because I think it's like, oh, maybe there's sports on. I've got to try and secure the rotunda, you know? So I go there, I start doing the decorations, hang up the flags and the happy birthday thing, put up tables and tablecloths, you know, esky, water, bowls with snakes and chips, all this shit, bro. Dad shit. Real dad shit. I'm freezing my dick off, bro. I'm there early, an hour and a half early, and it starts raining. I'm like, oh, good. Good, bro. That's good. It hasn't rained in 6 months. Have been complaining literally constantly about how it hasn't been raining because my grass looks like shit. So I've been smashing the sprinkler system. Oh, good. $1,000 water bill. Cool. Cool. Everything's good. Everything's really good. So it starts raining. I'm like, okay, cool. No one's going to come. Everyone comes. Everyone spoils the fuck out of Kenny, dude. He got a million presents. You know, his friends were there. One of his enemies were there. And now everyone can listen. And so now everyone listening can sort of be like, fuck, who's the enemy? Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to even give any clues. And you know if you're the parents of this little kid. You know that your kid's a menace. You know that you don't do anything about it when your kid's being a menace. And you know that you just know. That's all I can say. But if you're listening to the show, you fucking know. That's all. But yeah, Kenny, all his friends were there, all of his, you know, his what's the other word for like enemy? Not enemy, but like your nemesis. Yeah, his nemesis. Probably his primary nemesis was there, which was dope. You know, just adversity. You know, you got to handle it. You can't just fucking, everything can't be like just cruisy, man. So sometimes your nemesis has to be at your birthday party. But he had the best time. And then one of his little friends came over afterwards as well and bounced on the trampoline. It was just a good day. I was a little bit sick. I'll get into that later in Clay's reviews because it relates. But yeah, I struggled through it a bit. Still struggling a bit now. I've felt worse. You know, I've had COVID a few times. It ain't COVID, I tell you what. At least I can keep my eyes open and my head doesn't feel like it's going to explode. Had a sore throat for a day and now it's just like blowing my nose and sneezing sometimes, coughing a bit too. But we're good. Probably be back at work next week. In saying that, make sure you go to claimingmathcomedy.com and buy tickets to all these shows that are happening. It's happening, baby. It's happening, baby. All right. So that's really how my weekend's been. I haven't done comedy in a couple of weeks. We've booked a few shows though. We got one coming up in Kapunda, one coming up in Renmark. So if you're in those areas, buy tickets to those. I think tickets are only available for one of those at the moment, the Kapunda one, but Renmark will be on sale soon. But that's all I got for you right now. So let's just jump into Clay's reviews.
Comedy, action, horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes. This segment is Clay's reviews.
Bad Thoughts on Netflix. So if you're a stand-up comedy fan, Tom Segura has a new sketch show on Netflix. And you guys know that I don't review stand-up comedy. And I've watched a little bit of that lately too. I watched Tim Dillon, I Am Your Mother on Netflix. That was funny. But anyway, Tom Segura has this new show called Bad Thoughts. And I watched it all in one sitting. And I had some special fried rice while I watched it. But basically, and special fried rice sort of relates to it because there is a Korean character in the show. There is a Korean character in the show. So that's, you know, oh, but Clay special fried rice is Chinese. Well, fuck, man. Sorry, I wasn't eating Korean fried chicken or hot pot or whatever the fuck. I just had what I had. And there was no There was no thingy. There was no Chinese people, I don't think. Not that I can remember. But maybe there was. There was aliens. There's definitely aliens. There was conjoined twins. There was all types of shit, bro. But if you're a fan of Your Mum's House, which is Tom Segura and his wife Christina P, or Christina Pajitsky's podcast, it's for the listeners of that show, the mommies. A lot of references to stuff that they've talked about in the past. It's almost like, shit, I forget the name of the podcast, but Kevin Smith has a podcast, the Smodcast podcast. And he and somebody was on there and came up with the synopsis or the premise for Tusk. And then they made Tusk the movie. Highly recommend that. I don't know what to call that. Psychological thriller, horror, gore porn is wild. Tusk is wild, but it's so unique that you should watch it. Anyway, similar to that is a lot of ongoing gags from YMH or Your Mum's House appear in Bad Thoughts. And it's very, like shock comedy. There's nothing real clever about it. It's just funny shit. Literally funny shit, bro. The first sketch has a diarrhea joke in it. So, you just got to take it for what it is. You're not going there to, get commentary on the socioeconomic state of the United States or whatever. It's poo jokes, it's violence, it's dick jokes, it's rape jokes, ass eating jokes, bro. It's all types of shit. And it's funny, man. It's just funny. It is just funny. And I think I said that recently about something else. I can't remember. I watched so much shit, but it is just funny, which I love. It was completely unafraid of like being cancelled or whatever. And I think it just speaks to cancel culture. And when you go so hard on cancellation and stopping freedom of speech, silencing people, censorship, the pendulum swings back, and it swings back hard. And this isn't like racist or anything. It's not overly offensive. It's just like kind of crass. But like, this is something that wouldn't have gone on Netflix 24 months ago. But we're at a point now where it's coming back and people want to see it and people are over the bullshit. And you see it with the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. People tune in because they're like, this motherfucker doesn't give a fuck some days, bro. He gets lit in here. And that's good for me. It's good for Bad Thoughts. Yeah, just completely unafraid. Short episodes, bro. So if you're like, you're ready before your missus, before you're going out for some drinks or dinner. You got about 15 minutes to watch something. Don't put on music, bro. You can put on Bad Thoughts, 15-minute episodes or maybe 18-minute or something. Less than 20. Short eps, in, out, get, grab, bung. And that's dope. I like short stuff like that. Highly consumable. Oh, shit, I've got a kid. I've got 15 minutes before I got to go pick him up from daycare. Bang, watch an episode of Bad Thoughts. I got through it all in one sitting, by the way, but that's because I was sick and my kid was at daycare. So that's, easy for me. I'm on the couch coughing and like, swallowing my own boogers and all that type of shit while I'm watching shit like 10 times grosser than that. So it wasn't even really bothering me. So that was great. Watch it while you're sick. It'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel better that you don't need to hack off your own dick or you don't have to, shit your own pants or, fuck your own dad or anything like that, bro. It's wild. It's just wild like that, bro. So enjoy that. It was shot super cinematically. It wasn't just like single cam sketch comedy. It was high budget, multicam, drone footage. Or like just they went all out. And that to me was comedy in and of itself. Almost like, remember that movie Tropic Thunder? Like that was such a big production for the wildest, silliest shit ever. That's kind of what this was like. It was just like overly produced for the dumbest shit, just made it that much funnier. It's almost like, you remember Tim and Eric? that was like underproduced and that made it so funny. This is the opposite way. It was so overproduced that it made it hilarious. Like it was so perfect, but then like there's a guy wearing a VR headset, like eating ass cheeks or whatever, like sucking cocks or whatever. Like that's funny to me. That's funny to see that much budget go to shit like that. So there was relatable shit in there, man. There was a bit about a barista. Now, I don't want to say all baristas are the same. I live down the road from a place called the Middle Store. 2-minute walk, less than maybe, 90-second walk from my house. Depends who I'm walking with. If I'm walking by myself, 45-second walk to the Middle Store. And they're great. They're friendly. They're gorgeous. They're sweet. They got good coffee. They got good treats. They got good cooling. They got good heat. They got good vegetables. They got good meat. They got gluten-free. And they got mad wheat. But that's the Middle Store. That's the ins and outs of the Middle Store. And they're good. You don't get like attitude from the barista. But I've been to joints where I'm like, oh, can I get a long black? And they roll their eyes at me because like I'm a long black, you know? And so like they'll think I'm making a joke. I'm like, well, and a splash of cold water. And then they'll roll their eye. They'll like I just asked them to like put some of their own bathwater or something in it. Like just fucking do it, you know? Like when you're at the fucking Zambreros or whatever, and you're like, oh, dude, can you sneak a little bit of extra meat on there? And it's like, oh, that'll be $7. It's like, is it your meat, bitch? Put the fucking meat on the burrito, man. Stickler. Anyway, but you go to a barista and they're just like, oh, my job's so important. I'm so busy. Oh, hold on. No. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just fucking, yeah, sorry. Flat white. It's like all of that for a flat white. So you put some milk in a coffee. Is that what you're telling me? You didn't even need to froth that shit up and you're stressed? Wow. Okay. That's wild. And that's really Melbourne. That's more Melbourne than it is Adelaide and Sydney. Motherfuckers like act like a barista is the most important job. And it is important. You got to get your coffee. But like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be super quick, but it can't be mad long. So I get that. It just has to be good. But also, there's no one even in the fucking line. So just stop stressing. Like, you probably need to work somewhere else, somewhere quieter, you know? Don't work at a coffee shop. Everyone goes to coffee shops. Go work at a fucking... What's quiet? I was about to name a place, but then maybe that makes them look shit if they're quiet. So, but you go work at a quiet, family-owned joint, you know, low-key, in the suburbs, but it's like a restaurant, though. It's not a coffee shop. It's like a restaurant, though. So people, like, go there for coffees, but, like, not really, though. So during the day, it's mad quiet. That's where you need to work, you highly strung bitch. But that's... What I'm saying is there's a sketch about a barista. And Segura asks for a coffee. He's the main character in all the sketches. And then there's Rob Isla as well. So Rob Isla is Tony Soprano's son. What's his name? AJ. Anthony Jr., yeah. AJ in the living room, gripping on a mini Mac. Yeah, so Rob Isla was AJ in The Sopranos, and he's got a podcast on the YMH network, Your Mum's House Network, and so he starred in one of the sketches, like a longer form sketch that went over a couple of episodes. He starred in that, and he was hilarious. But anyway, Tom Segura is the main character in most of them. So he's at the coffee shop talking to a barista. He's like, look, I just want like a fucking some sort of iced coffee with a splash of milk or whatever. And then he gets the thing and it's just filled with milk. And he's very polite. He keeps saying please because he knows how hostile these motherfuckers behind the counter can be. He's like, please, you know? And then he gets there and it's just like all milk. And he goes, sir, could you please like just make this again with less milk? Please. And the guy's like, I'm busy, man. He's like, this has so much milk. And he's like, please just make it with less milk. And the guy just pours most of it out and gives it back to him. He's like, there, less milk. And then Segura just bodies everyone that works there, kills them all. Violently, very violently. Because that's the thought we had. Like, dude, you get served by someone that's like, I want to put a fucking knife through your hand, stick you to the table, and then beat you over the head with this porterhouse steak until you got CTE, you know? I had this waiter in America one time, and I had to, and this is why, because you don't want to do this, but had to request another waiter. I was like, I do not want to see your fucking face again. I was so mad and I was so rude, but she was being such a rude little cunt. So I was like, I don't want to see your fucking face again. Go get someone else. Everyone's busy. I was like, everyone's not busy. Go get another fucking server. I don't want to see your face again. And then the other guy came out and he served us and it was fine. I was like, hey, do the tips go directly to you guys or do you share them? And he goes, we share them. I was like, okay, well, you were great, but no fucking tip because I don't want that bitch getting any extra money. Sorry. You know, some of these customer facing people can be some real cunts. You run up on the wrong dude, you're going to get your face put into a fucking coffee machine, you know? And that's just the thoughts that we have. And that's what bad thoughts is. It sort of breaks down those circumstances for you, man. There's also a gym that he signs up for a gym that magically gives him a really big cock. But then the cock gets too big, and that's a problem in and of itself. And I haven't seen any cocks at my gym yet. You know, you guys know that I've been a part of a gym now for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I had to take a week off because I hurt my back. I went back, and now I've hurt my arm. I've got a sore bicep, bro. I've got a sore fucking bicep, bro. Curls for the fucking girls, brother. My bicep hurts, bro. I can barely straighten my arm. I don't know if it's an injury or just soreness, but probably going to take another week off. Just getting fat. Just fucking join the gym, getting fatter. Join the gym, getting fatter, taking weeks off everywhere I can because I'm injured every 2 minutes. I think I'm lifting like the same weight I was lifting when I was like an actual athlete because I'm still like strong, but I'm not fit. I don't have the endurance. So I do it and then I'm hurt. It's like lift less or whatever. But I went there. Haven't seen any cocks yet, but last week, dude, I'm telling you, bro. I got the gold membership, so I've got access to like the recovery spa. So there's a spa, plunge pool, sauna, steam room, igloo, hot, cold showers, all that shit. And it's a shared, it's, transgendered or whatever. So I'm in there and I'm just walking in to go, put my shoes away so I can come back and do my recovery. And there's this girl in the plunge pool, the cold one. And she had some PFDs, bro. Personal flotation devices, bro. And, people make jokes about PFDs, but these motherfuckers were floating, dude. They were about to touch her chin. I'm not kidding. They were obviously fake. They were proper floating, and it was an African lady, and absolute dime piece. Yeah, maybe they were a little too fake, but once she was out of the pool, they looked good. They looked silly in the fucking plunge pool, but when they were out, well done. I think, probably not to the doctor. I don't, she borderline suffocated herself with the floaties, but man, bro, dimey, bro. So I've seen that, but I've seen no giant dicks. My dick hasn't got any bigger really since being there. Maybe not. I doubt it. But Segura goes to the gym, gets big. But I think that's why I got sick, was at the gym, because everyone's touching the same dumbbells. Not everyone, bro. You know, I'm probably in the top fucking 2% of dumbbells, brother. So I could probably point a finger at the guy who sort of had put his germs on my dumbbells because he's probably fucking swole, cunt. You know, but nah, I'm not that strong. Strong enough to hurt my bicep, bro, but I reckon touching those dumbbells got me sick, man. I reckon that's what it was, touching weights or touching bike. I like to warm up and warm down on the bike or cool down, whatever it is. But this time my back feels good, my legs feel good, and then I really didn't do recovery on my arms. So next time, full body recovery. Full body recovery. And whether that ends up lengthening my slab, who knows? But it's something to think about now after watching Bad Thoughts. But honestly, I give Bad Thoughts a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, bro. Like, completely fearless, pretty original. Like, and like, as ridiculous as it is, it's like somewhat relatable. There's like dilemmas in there. Would you, you got this absolute 10, you know, straight out of the plunge pool coming up to you. She takes her swimsuit off, presses her big fucking plastic tits up against your body. And she says, I want to fuck you, dude, right here, right now. But before you fuck me, you got to fuck my sister. And you're like, oh my God. Dream come true. Yeah, where's your sister at? And she turns around and she's got a head growing out of her back and doesn't look like her. It looks grotesque. Looks like the guy with the strong hand in Scary Movie, you know, or Scary Movie 3 or whatever. It doesn't look good, bro. Do you fuck it? And these are the questions that Bad Thoughts asks. Oh, hey, you guys are like, Clay, you're being a bit crass today. Yeah, it was Bad Thoughts, bro. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? But 7 out of 10 intrusive thoughts, man. You know what to do. It's Clay McMath Comedy on everything. ClayMcMathComedy.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X. Follow me, ClayMcMathComedy.com on everything. Share it, rate, review, respond, reply, like, share. Tell a friend about the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. And as always, bang, bang.